Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Brooklyn Bulls.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, but I love was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lock. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Touchdown! That's caught. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bulls have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Josh Lambeau now for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They look to throw. It's Lock. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. It's Bennett. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
On first down, Westbrook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Jordan. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback up early.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jordan. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and 11. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. 7th play of this drive coming up. And a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Jordan. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Lambo is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead. Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed. And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Closer. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. On second down, it's Bennett. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game. To throw it is Locke. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. first down. Bennett. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Locke. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The kick by Carlson is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. Not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. On 3rd down. Westbrook, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give right side. It's Jordan. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jordan. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are in the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, it's Bennett. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, it's Bennett, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Now the of the air. Lock.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 48.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Off play action. Jordan.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down now, Westbrook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Looking to throw. Jordan. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bulls are able to add on to that lead.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 17-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offensive line.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Lock now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that border.
That's a Packers touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down. Jordan throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bulls are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock and finding the tight end Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Lock. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. Amari Rodgers, a touchdown reception. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Justin Fields sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll roll him out right. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And they rattle off a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's brought down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in.
And the Bulls take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll run on 1st down. Bennett. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 9, Locke. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
On 1st and 10, Jordan, and Dixon has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bulls are able to extend their lead.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 45 on second down, Locke. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Throwing on third and long. Jordan. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there on third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. Now a second down and 6. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brandon, some smiles on his faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game, right?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back here to the 43. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. To throw again on second down. Locke. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Again, it's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bennett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bennett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 20. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. And the Hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And quickly they get to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 73 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, it's Jordan. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 40, the 20, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Off the play fake, Jordan. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on E. Our visitors with a football as we get you reset.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
To Jefferson on the slant.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on 3rd down.
Jordan got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bulls are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Clock going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bennett. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Clock now on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Block working out of the gun. Going for the deep ball.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
53 yards.
And the Bulls are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard. Line. One final try for Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 30. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. With another return now, here's Westbrook. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy average about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
To throw on second down, Jordan. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Strickland. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run with Etienne. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Strickland. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their team.
And touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 85 yards. And the Bulls on just 2 plays have taken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Jordan.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jordan. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jordan.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the
That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, Strickland
able to hit his target, Lamb.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Strickland.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down. Strickland.
He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A handoff for ETN.
Now after the running play, we got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
ETN.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, Strickland. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Exactly what they needed right there.
Because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
On 2nd down now, Westbrook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Westbrook. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Bryan Edwards, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. The Jaguars still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Strickland. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on 1st down. Strickland. And this one quickly to Lamb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Strickland. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And to give this time to the tailback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the
guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bulls are able to widen their advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Here's Etienne.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Strickland.
He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now in Arlington, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down, Jordan. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35.
77 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jordan. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bulls are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strickland. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jordan, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st and 10, Strickland. It's caught, Smith. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's complete to Lamb. And they work this out past the 25. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. He'll get that underneath ETN. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. Oh, and what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.